commercial. We flew in the lab.
I hit the bar and the weights, then I'm doing the stairs. They say the Lord only knows what I do to my peers.
Trying to sell to pursue my career, so I keep a tight circle, I don't move with the squares.
Rock a rugby like pool, but put two in your ear. If you ain't qualified, you should move to the rear.
I'm from Yonkers, had to learn to conquer my fears. In the foreign, had to learn to conquer the gears.
It's the kick drum, yeah, it's attached to the snare. I turn it to the back, then I crack your veneers.
Stagnated on the block for wears.
I'm in the mansion upstate, out back with the deers.
Everybody back up, man down, back up. Don't play with me. I give you something dirty. You touch the.
We come to you from the opening tip, won by the Lakers as we get started here.
Go time. Entering the game.
Jay, DeMar DeRozan fell in love with Toronto as a player and a person, but no question DeRozan's playing with a chip on his shoulder.
He most definitely is, and he will embrace Greg Popovich and also the San Antonio Spurs. But I'm going to read you what DeMar DeRozan said. He said, people say, what are you depressed about? You can buy anything you want. I wish everyone in the world was rich, so they would realize money isn't everything. It's about loyalty for DeMar DeRozan.
Now, he was smothered and still gets it to go down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Murray with it. They lead it. 4-point game. To DeRozan. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
And he missed the free throw. DeJounte Murray. Nice pass to set things up. Here's a chance from long range. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't force those. Stevenson misses. It's DeRozan. Probing the defense. DeRozan. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Murray into the front court. His team up by 7. DeRozan to Rudy Gay. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Curling inside. Count the bucket for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Goes to the right side. Lets it fly from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Rises for the slam.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
DeMar DeRozan with the basketball. The drive, right to the basket. Short jumper, won't fall.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
To James. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
DeMar DeRozan. He's now 4 for 6.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
I got him. Here we go. Ball.
Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
DeJounte Murray lets it fly from beyond the arc. He has scored 11 points. He's knocked down 3 threes. What a start.
He's on pace for 44 points in this ballgame. You probably want to limit his touches and actually start contesting some shots.
Beyond the arc for 3. LeBron James with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Stevenson. Add 2 points to the board.
There's nothing the defense could really have done there. That's just a great shot.
Murray into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. On fire to start this one. 4 threes in this first quarter alone.
And I love this offense in the playbook. It's called give him the ball and get out the way.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
DeRozan fires the 3. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good. Tyson Chandler swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his...
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
DeRozan. 4-3. Cleans it up. Offensive board. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy, but you got to be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
Marco Bellinelli has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. And fails to hit them both. It's the first, misses the second. Gets it in the right corner. Kuzma. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's DeRozan controlling the offense. To Murray. Nice pass to get things going.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
DeRozan with it. Lead stands at 7. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Couldn't keep it in. Off Contavious Caldwell-Pope. DeJounte Murray. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Murray with the basketball. Up 5. It's a big finish.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Curry with it. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Throws it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. Long heave from three-quarters court. First quarter's complete. The Spurs have the lead. About to start the second quarter. Both teams very productive offensively at the outset.
It was great to watch, and both teams were on fire. But, Ed, let me bring you inside one of the huddles. These teams are fiery. I heard one player say, we got to draw a line. We got to fight. We got to continue to compete. Get up in somebody's face. The effort will be there in the second quarter.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Now a pass stolen by the Spurs.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
For 3. Can't connect. It's no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
DeRozan with the basketball. Minute gone by in this second quarter. And scores.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
DeRozan with it. Up by 3. Aldridge. Knocked loose. That's going to be out of bounds. New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 13, Lonzo Ball. Into the game for the Spurs. Number 10, DeRozan.
DeRozan to Rudy Gay.
Number 0, Kyle Kuzma.
Fires the 3, and the Lakers have the rebound. And count the basket inside.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Mills in possession. Down by 1. To Rudy Gay. Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Patty Mills to DeRozan. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First try at the line, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. God, tough shot. Hand in his face, he makes them pay.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way.
The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Spurs have it. Patty Mills to DeRozan. He gets it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Kyle Kuzma snatching it out of the air. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots each and every one of them.
First try, no good. He missed a pair of free throws. Easy path to the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Spurs in possession. Patty Mills to DeRozan. Won't go. The follow won't go either. From long range, cleans the offensive glass. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
DeRozan with the basketball. Now down 6. Ingram right there for the rebound. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down.
C to 3, B to 3. Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court. But you got something different. You got that moxie.
Mills in possession. 9-point margin. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper stays out. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
To Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
DeRozan with it. His team down 9. Trying to cash in. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Kyle Kuzma trying to cash in on the 3-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. The free throw good. Cashes in on the 3-point play. The lead now stands at 10. San Antonio with the basketball to DeRozan. Another chance. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
DeMar DeRozan, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 82%. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Caldwell Pope. Kuzma. To Caldwell Pope. Going to launch beyond the arc. Good offense beating good defense. Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the basket.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Caldwell Pope. Rocking the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Murray into the front court. They find themselves down 10. DeRozan cleans it up. Offensive board. Tyson Chandler rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
DeRozan with the basketball. Tyson Chandler able to recover with the block. That's his third block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Murray into the front court. 14-point deficit. Down low, Aldridge. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Stuffs it down with authority. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
DeRozan with the basketball. Down a bundle. To Murray. Doesn't get the bounce. Kyle Kuzma pins it. Oh, the hustle keeps the ball in play. Aldridge to DeRozan. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Reset here. Let's see what they do. DeRozan, defended by Tyson Chandler. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Now here's your chance to make them pay for making you the target of hacking. Well, actually, your free throw shooting made you a target, but you can still fix that.
Can't connect on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Lakers at the controls right now. LeBron James. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
And drains it.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
with the basketball. Trailing by 15. DeRozan to Aldridge. Can't connect from in close.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
LeBron with it up top. His team on top by 13. To Kyle Kuzma. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
DeJounte Murray to DeRozan. Gets to the basket and scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Here comes the screen. DeRozan with a shot off the mark. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To DeRozan. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, off the mark, no good. To Kyle Kuzma. Down to Chandler. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To DeRozan. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. Late heave to beat the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report.
First half, very.
Into the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 14, Brandon Ingram.
That's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
It's DeRozan. To Aldridge. DeJounte Murray. Driving right to the basket.
Oh, get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
DeRozan. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. DeMar DeRozan with the basketball to Murray. Brandon Ingram sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
DeJounte Murray at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Off the mark on his free throw. Count it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. DeRozan to Aldridge. Runner here won't go down.
Hands up. We got him. We got him. Shot.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Trying to cash in. And it's Hart there to clear the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Aldridge to DeRozan. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board. Count the basket inside.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
San Antonio ball to Aldridge. DeJounte Murray. Knocked loose. Plays like that could turn a game around. He got a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Hart. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
The drive, right to the basket. JaVale McGee with a piece. And finishes strong.
Huh, what a move. But the move never should have happened in the first place, especially if there's communication from the help side defender. You have to let that guy know which way he can force him defensively to where there's help.
Curling inside. Short jumper off the mark. To Murray. Nice pass to set things up.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Jumper's good.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Rudy Gay.
Pick it up. Pick it up. I got your help here.
DeRozan to Aldridge. Shot from the lane won't go.
I got him. Hey, match up. I'm the other side. Double.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To DeRozan. Down low, Aldridge. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Kyle Kuzma. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
DeRozan. Shot from in close, no good. And he hits.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Has a chance. To Kyle Kuzma. Tough make through traffic.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
Aldridge. To DeRozan. And McGee there for the rebound. Beyond the arc for three. Buries the trifecta.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Spurs will take the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Place in the designated areas located outside of the arena. Thank you for your cooperation.
To Murray. Finish that. Another follow. No good. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The assist from number 14.
Spurs have it. DeRozan to Murray. Fires the three. Oh, he hits the three.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And, Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
DeRozan with it. Down a bundle. DeJounte Murray to DeRozan. A fundamental shot right there.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm here.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Here comes the screen. Almost, but no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
DeRozan with the basketball. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
DeMar DeRozan at the line for two shots. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second. Trying to cash in, missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. DeRozan with it. His guys down big. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. And a nice finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
DeRozan with the basketball. They can get a 2-for-1 if they hurry. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Mills in possession, looking to make something happen. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play, get locked in.
For three, they have to keep him in their grasp.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
That ends the third quarter with the Lakers in command. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth.
We know what's coming. Go get him.
Substitutions, San Antonio. Entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 0.
LeBron James tips it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. DeRozan. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
And the two. Counted for Aldridge.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Lakers come up with it. No good. The follow won't go either. Murray with it. He'll run the offense. DeRozan against the great shot blocker Chandler. To Murray. To Aldridge. Flushes it home.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
DeJounte Murray. And a throwdown.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Now a pass stolen by the Spurs. DeJounte Murray. To DeRozan. Down low, Aldridge. DeJounte Murray. To DeRozan. Fires the 3. Misfires. It's no good. Pass to the rim. That one's going to be out of bounds. Spurs in possession. DeRozan with a shot, no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter. The next time, he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
I got him.
From long range. Off the mark. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
I'm sorry, his name is not John Wall or Russell Westbrook. So why is he getting a free pass down the entire length of the floor?
Knocked loose. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Murray. LeBron James sends it away. Fourth this contest.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Short jumper misses. To Kyle Kuzma. Has a look. Not that time. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither.
Oh.
San Antonio with the basketball. DeJounte Murray to Aldridge. And a putback slam.
A lot of players lift weights, but who cares if you lift weights if you don't use that huge upper body? Great job using that big frame.
Here's a chance from long range. That no good. Off the mark. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer, the Lakers get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.